Hey everyone, this is just a reminder video to check in with you on a quick update about what the heck is going on with my Patreon. Some of you might have been following along on my social media accounts, especially on Facebook. For the entire month of June, I've been live streaming every day, dancing on the Facebook page. The initial idea was that it would be like a telethon, but dancing, so I was calling it a daily dance-a-thon. And while I've personally enjoyed the endeavor of trying to find songs and or locations with Wi-Fi or like strong 4G to dance and different styles, not being like an official professional trained dancer or anything like that, it's definitely been fun and challenging, but I also have been paying attention. And what I mean by that is the response has been kind of mediocre. I've been, of course, getting some fantastic encouraging words and the donations coming in on Patreon, which have been amazing. And all the while, of course, I'm positioning this as financial support for what will hopefully become a vegan travel show. And while that is, of course, the case, and the end goal is to be in a position to have enough financial support to pull together a crew and pay people to work on this travel show with me, it's going to require so much more money than I kind of initially set out to have coming in. So there's a few factors here. Number one was my naivety in assuming that by aiming low and by setting the first goal of $800 to reach by the end of June, I thought that it would be super attainable and that we would get there and just like breeze by and like, you know, be making, oh hi Rosie. This is Rosie. I'm house sitting in Chicago right now, so she's here with me on the couch. So I thought that, you know, the $800 initial mark would be super attainable. We'd get that rolling in the first couple of weeks and then we would just keep going. But I realize now that that was a mistake and that I should have probably set the bar way higher than what I would need to produce a single episode of what will hopefully be a pilot season for the show. And I've been doing a lot of kind of groundwork in terms of research on what this would look like. I've been meeting with like proper industry types. I've been meeting with people that work more at the ground floor with this stuff and getting quotes, and I'm actively working on a proposal which I hope to pitch to a sponsor or donor of some kind. And all the while I'm working on this current crowdfunding effort of throughout the month of June, dancing every single day live, dancing for your dollars kind of a thing. So what am I saying in this video? I guess this video is two parts. It's one, if you are interested in supporting Will Travel for Vegan Food and the work that I currently do, as well as the potential to bring it to a vegan travel show, hopefully in the near future. You look at your nose in the camera. I'm sorry, we just have to do this real quick. Look at that nose. Rosie's nosy. Is that your nose? Can we show everyone? Oh, there you are. Okay, back on track. If you do want to support my current Will Travel for Vegan Food endeavors of weekly YouTube videos, the social media content, blog posts, the traveling around to bring you with me and take you on my journey and all that stuff, with the hope of eventually getting to a point where we can also springboard this into a proper vegan travel show, whatever form that looks like. Just letting you know that this is my last week, this last week of June. It's the last week that I'm kind of pushing for donations. I'm going to stop asking and I'm just going to keep all of my current supporters, I'm just gonna stay with them, basically is what I'm saying. So anyone that's currently donating on Patreon, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling with the Untold Stories from the Road, with the weekly update videos, with the bonus chapters from the book. All of that is still happening because your support means so very much to me, and I recognize that, you know, it's a rare opportunity that I have to be in this position and I don't want to squander that. So what I guess I'm trying to say is, if you want to join the ranks and the ground crew, as I'm saying, the people that are getting in early with me now for the vegan travel show stuff and for my existing project that's been ongoing for almost 6 years now, We'll Travel for Vegan Food. If you want in on that and to be a part of that growth, please, by all means, jump on over to Patreon. You can donate as little as $1 a month to be a part of the crew and to see what's going on and how that's developing. But also the second part of this video is just to say I'm gonna, even though I have 1 week left in my formal dance-a-thon campaign, I'm still going to be dancing on the Facebook page every day like I initially committed to doing and set out to do, but I'm going to stop asking for the donations. Now, just to be clear, I am a big proponent of crowdfunding. I think it has great purpose and it's helped many a business and passionpreneurs and creatives get their work out into the world. It's helped startups and nonprofits and for-profits and everything. It's been fantastic. And the nice thing with Patreon specifically, which is different than Kickstarter, Patreon is a monthly donation platform. So the nice thing about that is it's really useful for like musicians and people working on books who maybe don't have other forms of income, so they can kind of work on their creative endeavors while also being supported in that way. Thank you. Thank you. I do find extreme value in this. I mean, I did a crowdfunding campaign when I very first started We'll Travel for Vegan Food because at the time I did quit my job. I moved into a van and I was trying to eat my way around the country while documenting that journey and promoting veganism. And at the time, which, you know, was almost 6 years ago that I did that Kickstarter campaign, it was a different world, right? Like now I feel like crowdfunding is definitely oversaturated. Everyone's asking for money for everything. And I get that. And I get that it's overused and overdone. And so basically this is my long-winded way of saying that I hear you. I see that, well, a combination of reasons why you might not be seeing the content that I'm posting in terms of asking for support because of social media algorithms and all that jazz. Aside from that, I've blatantly had people say like, you know, it's enough, like, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. And so anyway, it's like a double-edged sword because on one hand, I would be able to do this stuff more on a full-time basis with extra backing. However, I also have loads of student loans and debt and things that are my things that I need to take care of. And, you know, as a result, since I've been self-employed and working on my own and traveling all this stuff, I have been actively working on that. And in fact, this year in particular, I said, you know, enough is enough. I need to get rid of this debt and all that jazz. And so for the last few years, I've probably been working 85 hours a week in order to make my own income and then also be doing this project as well, which is why I jumped on board with Patreon when that came about, because I thought, okay, well, this will be another great way to support my passion project-y stuff, promoting veganism and all that, while also working like proper work stuff, you know. So anyhow, I don't even know how clear this all is. I feel like this is just a rambly video, but I guess what I'm saying is thank you so much for your support. If you're currently a Patreon donor, I am so grateful, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm still creating all the content that you signed on to support, and I'm still going to be pushing for this travel show. But I guess I just want to say out loud that I hear those of you that are like, oh, this is too much. Like, everyone's trying to get donations for something, and I get it. Like, I get that you want to make sure that you're funding things that speak to you the most, and or that you're just tired of people asking to support their projects and things. So I get it. I'm listening, and I appreciate your feedback and your insights. Yeah, so I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I'm like doubling down. I officially signed on to a second part-time job, so I have my self-employment work with some clients. I have two freelance part-time positions, and we'll be maintaining, of course, all the Patreon content and the We'll Travel for Vegan Food content, and creating the proposal and pushing to work on the vegan travel show, among a few other things. So all of that is still happening. If you feel so inclined to help support all of that stuff, amazing. And if not, like, no hard feelings. I will still be here making this content regardless of, you know, what you decide to do, so it's totally fine with me. But I guess I just wanted to update you and say, hey, thanks for supporting, or thanks for thinking about supporting, or just thanks for being here and watching these videos and letting me ramble. Yeah, so if you want to catch the next dance-a-thon, I will be dancing a little later today live on the We'll Travel for Vegan Food Facebook page as day 26 of the daily dance-a-thon. Bye!